I'm back again with another video. This is going to be about, I guess, a story that's going around that the new Black Ops 7 reveal trailer that was from Gamescom, it's getting spammed dislikes on YouTube. And I just want to give my point of view why I believe it's getting a lot of dislikes. So right now it has 28,311, 28,311,000 views, 42,000 likes, 232,000 dislikes, which is like 85% of the engagement, I guess, if you want to call it. So I think what people are doing, and it's kind of happened, I believe, with Infinite Warfare, it becomes a trend, it becomes historic, so people want to jump on the bandwagon or the hate train, however you want to put it, because the trailer is different, I'll give it that. And either you're very boring and just want the same old Call of Duty. So it's a cycle that we talk about in the Call of Duty community where you want the same boring stuff every single year, but then complain that you get the same boring stuff every single year. When they come out with something new and different, people want to complain about that also. And like I said, really it's just a hype train or a hate train that's going on right now, that people are just spamming dislikes because they want to be part of history. Same thing with Infinite Warfare. They can now tell their family or kids or viewers or subs, whatever, that hey, I was part of that, dislike hype or train or whatever back then, for one thing. So that's for starters. The second thing, like I said, again, it's just that it's different than if it was the same boring Call of Duty, beige and grays and boring colors. People complain and it's the same boring Call of Duty. Now they do something bright and colorful with a female on it. Now they want to hate on it as well. Like I said, people are not going to be happy. I've said that to a lot of people too. It's like, if they made it different, people would still complain about it. And on the next topic is also Battlefield 6. People are just kind of, they want to, like I said, on the flip side, people are on the hate train, and then they're also on the hype train with Battlefield 6. They want to be part of something. They want to be part of that group that took down Call of Duty this year, that, hey, I was part of the Battlefield 6 community, that we finally beat Call of Duty, we got rid of them. So it's just people write their narratives in their head, you know how that goes. People call it like main character syndrome, where people want to believe that they're writing the narrative that, hey, if it wasn't for me, they wouldn't have beaten Call of Duty. Battlefield 6 wouldn't have beaten. People have a lot of mental illnesses in the world, so they're, in their mind, they're writing their own like tinfoil hat theories. They're writing their own narratives in their head. Brain theory, I guess, is what you call it, or your own head canon is another way that they call it. So people are just writing their own narratives in their head that, hey, if I get enough dislikes, I was part of that. I can, now they can go tell their friends and, like I said, whoever, their family, that they were part of the whole hate train back then. So it's actually pretty amazing what's going on. I don't think there's anything that I can kind of, like, I'm always unbiased. I've done work for Call of Duty, but I still try and stay unbiased. Like, I don't get invited to the studios, and that's probably another thing that I want to lead into. You got to realize they invited probably, let's say, 100 content creators, maybe 50 content creators to Treyarch Studios. You got to realize now, too, everybody is a content creator. Everyone, literally everyone. Your brother, your sister, your mom, your uncle, your grandparents, whoever you can think of, aunts, uncles, cousins, everybody's a content creator. So you gotta realize, if you're only inviting 100 content creators, that leaves probably like at least 1 million content creators or more, probably tens of millions of content creators that didn't get invited. So that invites a whole lot more dislikes. You got to think about it that way. 42,000, maybe they're from some of the YouTubers that got invited. The 232,000 are from people that didn't get invited. So you're going to always run the risk. They probably should have mentioned that they flew people out after the reveal rather than before the reveal, because when the reveal, everybody's upset. Everybody's upset that they didn't get invited, and it was like all secretive. And now that that's over, now they're going to spam dislikes as revenge, like revenge or hate that they didn't get invited. So that's another thing that I think is going on. Again, the trailer, it's different. I know boys, well, for whatever reason, they're at that age. The Call of Duty community, they're at that age, or maybe in their teens, early 20s, where they're scared of girls. They don't like girls. Girls are icky, all that stuff. So, I think maybe in the older demographic, people in their 30s, 40s, they don't give a crap about women. That there's a woman on the cover. I know it's on Xbox, so you also get that Xbox and PlayStation hate. PlayStation players are gonna hate on Xbox because they get it on Game Pass for free. PlayStation users have to pay for it. So that's another thing I wanted to mention. Aside from that, if you have any comments, what you think is making it get a lot of dislikes. Obviously, it's the hate train's the number one reason. Again, people want to feel like they're involved. They want to run their own narratives in their head. Anyways, I wanted to bring that to you guys' attention. Let me know what you think. I'll see you guys later. I'll probably go read the comment. Maybe the next video I'll talk about the comments and read some of the comments. I'll see you guys later.